It's a small candy with a big history. But just where does the name PEZ come from? And why this famous click-top dispenser? Luke Burbank has the sweet story.
If you were a kid in the U.S. anytime in the last 74 or so years, there's a pretty good chance at some point you had one of these.
Hot Fresh PEZ.
But you probably had no idea the long, strange journey that PEZ candies took to become part of American life.
They had actually tried, to sell it as an anti-smoking device in American children.
Peppermint-flavored candies, to be specific. According to PEZ historian Shawn Peterson, who also works for the company, the mints were invented in Austria in 1927 by Edward Haas III, who took 3 letters from the German word for peppermint and combined them to make PEZ, and eventually candy history.
A way to freshen your breath and an alternative to smoking. Very much ahead of his time. And he had a lot of success, though, with it, and this is how it was sold throughout Europe and other parts of the world.
But when the PEZ company came to America in 1952, it was a failure. No one wanted these little mints that came out of a plastic cartridge.
Somebody got the thought and said, we've got this new dispenser. Maybe we add a dimensional cartoon character to the top and we'll change from peppermint to fruit flavors. Let's shift the marketing to children, and it worked.
Did it ever? These days, PEZ US makes some 5 billion candies a year, which are then rolled together and paired with dispensers here at its headquarters in Orange, Connecticut. But really, is this a candy or a toy?
Do you like the candy?
I know Shawn would like me to say yes. And I try the new candy flavors when they come out, but I don't eat the candy. Everything you see here is different in some way.
Brian Trauman could be forgiven for not eating all the PEZ candy that goes with his collection of dispensers, because that could take a few lifetimes.
How many dispensers are we talking about?
The record is 6,481, but that was as of the end of 2024, and I've added maybe 50 or so since.
In all, it's enough to make Trauman the Guinness Records holder for the most number of unique PEZ dispensers in a private collection.
This was made by PEZ in Austria for Harry and Meghan's wedding in 2018.
Trauman's collection is so vast and valuable, he says he recently turned down an offer to sell it for a number in the high 6 figures. And yet even he has a white whale, or in this case, a gray elephant he's looking for. The Holy Grail of PEZ collecting, a story involving none other than JFK himself.
John F. Kennedy was visiting Linz, Austria, which is where PEZ is headquartered. And as a gift to him, PEZ gave him a donkey PEZ dispenser, Bozo the Clown, and a Golden Glow, which is one without a head. Ultimately, it was returned to PEZ because it came with candy, and presidents can't accept food. Whether everything was returned or just the candy is somewhat unclear. No one knows what happened to that precise dispenser.
Then, one day, Shawn Peterson over at PEZ called Trauman up with incredible news. One of the ultra-rare donkey dispensers, like the one JFK had been gifted in Austria in 1961, had been located, and its owner wanted to sell.
And I said, I've got a backpack at my feet here with $10,000 in cash. Would you be interested? And he said, can I have a minute with my wife? And so we gave them a minute.
And then made the deal with a bag of cold, hard cash in exchange for an ultra-rare piece of plastic originally meant just to deliver candy to some kid's mouth.
There's also the fact that these are being primarily given to children.
Right.
So you want to talk about the archival aspect of
Right.
it. It's like not the demographic that's the greatest at hanging on to stuff.
Correct, yeah. Ends up in a toy box. The spokes of the wheels are PEZ dispensers.
Like Brian Trauman, Shawn Peterson has made it his life's work to scour those toy boxes to try and recover and preserve every single PEZ dispenser ever created. Many of which are on display here at the PEZ Visitor Center, which Shawn moved to Connecticut to supervise the building of, bringing his own valuable collection to put on display. And yet, he's still not done.
So you're still acquiring PEZ dispensers.
Right, yeah.
I guess I figured like this was your life's work and it's done.
And I'm done. No, that, go back to my wife, much to her dismay, I still am acquiring. There's still packages show up. I don't buy like I used to, but yeah, I'm still interested. There's things out there that I'd like to have.